What's good, bro? It's your boy TJ Grayson, and welcome to the second episode of the Realest Living podcast. Uh, be sure to go and watch this on YouTube, Rumble, wherever you're watching. Subscribe, follow, do whatever. Like, I'm gonna try to actually do some remote podcasts for the people that can't actually be here in person. And then just like the audio version. Also, share it. And if you want to be a guest on the show, definitely email me or hit me up on one of the socials that'll be in the description. So I actually have two people on the podcast this time, and I'm gonna start with my first guest here.
Yeah, it's your boy Gaines in here. You know, shout out to the Grove. Yeah. Hey, we got a little AAU team we got going on, Mississippi Hoop Dreams. Y'all go like, follow, and share their page. Come support us and whatnot.
We'll put that in the description too. And my other guest, her second time on the show, introduce.
Hi, I'm Kirstie. I don't do much, but I'm happy to be here.
All right then. Well, all right. So we're gonna start the show off with a random fact. Just for knowledge, I don't know, and some bullshit. So, I'm gonna tell you two about this place. It's called the Anechoic Chamber. And anechoic means without an echo. It's essentially the world's quietest room, right? So if you go in this room and you won't be able to hear anything. It has a decibel level of -20, which, to give you some context, a library has 40 decibels. So it's -20. And I actually said that the people that go into this place, like when you're in there for about 5 minutes, you can hear your heartbeat, you can hear your blood flowing, you can hear your bones cracking. And the longest that anyone has ever been in there was 45 minutes. And I haven't really looked at the experience, but I think I saw a brief thing about it. And the dude that was in there for 45 minutes said he started hallucinating and he started seeing things and hearing things that wasn't really there. So it drove him psychotic. So, knowledge is power. All right, so with that, we're just going to segue into the first topic. And the first topic is, who manipulates who more, men or women? Whichever one of y'all want to start, you can go ahead.
I'm outnumbered, so I'm gonna go first.
Sure.
I personally believe that men do, and hear me out,
Okay,
because
you gotta tell why.
right, men have a lot to compensate for, so therefore they have to be like more manipulative, and so I think you men, I say you men as in all of you, not you men,
Gotcha.
are very much manipulative. And I'm not saying women aren't manipulative, but I am saying that I believe that men are more manipulative.
So you're saying overall, you think men are more manipulative than women? Like, if you lined up all men and all women and compared them together, you would say men are more manipulative?
Okay, well,
'Cause you said all, so I just wanted to make sure. Like,
Exactly.
well, yeah, because like I said, men feel like they have to compensate for something.
so you think they manipulate because of the compensation?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do actually.
What about you, Jaylon?
Well, you know me. I have to say women.
Okay. Why do you believe women?
Women, it take more desire for a woman. Like they need more necessities to make them feel wanted and complete and like affectionate,
Mm-hmm.
so to say. As to where men, we just like the simple things. I mean, it really don't take much to please a guy and to keep him around as long as you doing what you're supposed to do.
Okay. So I'm gonna answer the question, and I think it's 100% undoubtedly women that
Exactly.
manipulate more, and I'll tell you why. First off, women's images in the first place are manipulative,
Okay, yeah.
waist trainers, makeup, fake hair, BBLs. That's manipulation in its own right because you're
Yeah.
altering the way you look. If you go with a guy and you have a waist trainer on and then you come and you take it off and it just
Yeah,
manipulation.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think women finesse men more than men finesse women because a lot of men don't even have the opportunity to finesse women like women do. So when you look at it that way, like I told you on the last podcast, women are smart. Women know that they can get a whole lot out of men without having to give them any kind of pussy at all or anything. But a man will pour all of his resources into a woman just to kind of get pussy from her, or with the expectation of pussy, because sometimes they don't even get it.
Right.
And they'll stay in the friend zone for years thinking that they're gonna get pussy, and women know that they'll never give them the pussy. And that, my dear, is manipulation.
I mean, yeah, it is, and I don't know though, cause here's another thing. Okay, well, you say that about women.
Mhm.
You men have went so far. Well, I say you men, but some men have went so far as to do the diet pills and change the way they look, and then and that's manipulation because technically that's not really who they are. I'm not saying don't better yourself, but I'm saying if you can't be accepted for who you are, is that not a form of manipulation?
Well, I'm not saying that men don't manipulate. I'm just
Right.
saying not to the level of women.
Well, I
And
mean,
even still, like, let's go with that. So let's say a guy takes diet pills and they get in shape or whatever. Like I said on the last episode, he could be in shape, but if he's broke, you don't give a shit anyway.
you right, you right.
If he's ugly, you don't give a shit anyway.
But
You
see,
right.
women they do the same thing as well. They go and try to do this to their body. They go do that. I mean,
They do it more than men.
You changing yourself for what reason?
And here's the thing about women too that kills me is that you don't even have to do that to get attention from men. Like
Right.
a man will be with a mediocre ass woman, but a woman will not be with a mediocre ass man. Like
That's
you could
Facts.
there like if I was a man and I said I deserve a bad bitch, but I lived with my mom and I didn't have a job and I sat and I got fat and I ate all this food or whatever and I was just lazy and I said I want a bad bitch. Guess what? I ain't gonna get no bitches.
No.
However, a woman could be obese, have 18 kids, dude's still gonna want to fuck her.
Ooh.
She could have no intelligence level whatsoever. Dudes will still be trying to fuck her.
Yeah, she gonna pop the perky.
She's gonna get some kind of attention though. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's and even if there's all these other things like women can get BBLs, they can go and get their hair done. Like I don't know if you've seen like just how much of like a fucking like magic makeup can do for someone.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. TikTok has showed me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I've seen some gremlins.
Right.
But see, another thing is once you do all this, what's your point after you get it done?
Well, I'm saying they do all these things so that they can put themselves in better position. Because whether women want to admit it or not, a lot of the stuff that they do is for the attention of men.
It is. Yes.
Maybe for themselves. I hear people say, "Oh, I do it for me." Bullshit. No, you don't.
Right. You're
You
doing
do
it for something.
You
yeah.
do it for if you do it for you, you know that your value. Like I don't think dudes go around and wear like 18 chains and all this ice and wear these expensive designer brands just because for them. They do it because they know you can get bitches.
Right.
Like
Right.
and men are completely honest about that. Like hey, like, I do this because I know it makes me look better to other women. That's why men chase the bag so much. If dudes didn't have to like if dudes didn't have to like be something to get women, I guarantee you they wouldn't. And that's why women don't, because women don't have to be anything to get men. They
Well-
just exist.
Well, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
So, like, now that we talk about how, he said, why after you do all that, what's the point?
Yeah.
So, to you men, do you prefer to have a natural, like, person over someone who looks like Kim Kardashian? Or would you, and answer honestly, would you prefer to look at a Kim Kardashian over your everyday natural?
Give me the natural every day.
It depends.
I mean, yeah, it depends.
It depends on how much portion. Because some of
No.
these girls, they get these BBLs be
Damn, it just
they
depends
like
on who
really
it is.
big up top, and then their legs be skinny. So it's like it doesn't look right.
Right, they look like a rooster.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
shaped like a sack
So-
of potatoes and shit.
And my thing is like, as far as looks, I would prefer natural, but not being natural is not going to disqualify you, so to speak. It's
Right.
just I would prefer natural, for sure.
So
Actually, yeah, you know what? No, I'm sorry. Yeah,
same question.
here's the answer. If they both look like Kim Kardashian and one was natural and one was not, then I'm gonna go with the one that's natural.
Well, of course you are.
But if one is basic and is natural, and the other one looks like Kim Kardashian and she's not,
Right.
if she did the shit that Kim Kardashian did, no. But just based off of solely looks, then I would definitely go with it because Kim Kardashian, all that shit she's done makes her a little unattractive. But as far as just looks, she's still sexy as fuck.
I mean, she's very beautiful, yeah. But have you seen her before all that? Like, to me, and this is coming from a female perspective, and this is coming from the Megan Fox perspective, all of those famous people who have went and used their money to change the way they look. Before the fame, they look so much better. Like, okay, the only one I can say
To who?
to me, the only one that I
You're
can
not the
say-
one that they dating though. That's
I mean, I know, but to me, the only one that I can say actually like really did something was Nicki Minaj. Even though she was beautiful before.
no, she wasn't.
Listen,
Stop. Yes, she was.
listen. If it ain't Rihanna or nobody like that, then it ain't no point.
I don't.
I like
disagree.
Riri.
I don't disagree, but see, here's the thing: like, when you talk about stuff like that, like before, why did they get their stuff? Like, they got their ass done and they got their titties done and they manipulated how they looked.
Insecurities.
Yes, so that they could look better to men. So they're in, and they can say, "Oh, I just did it because I wanted to have a big butt," but they know, women know, and men know that sex sells, right?
Right.
And and the thing is, like, if you make yourself more desirable to men, more doors will open. Like we said on the last podcast, the more beautiful that you are, the easier life is. As a woman, for sure. Not as a
Absolutely.
man, but as a woman, for sure.
Yeah.
So, if you do things to enhance your beauty, like get a BBL, get your titties done, get a facelift, tummy tuck, all that shit, then you appear to be more attractive to men. And personally, women are on a time clock because the older they get, the less desirable they get.
That is true.
And the older that they get, the more so they get into that fuck only category I was telling you about.
Right, yeah.
Nobody's dating a MILF. They're literally called MILFs for a reason. MILF is mother I'd like to fuck,
Yes.
not mother I'd like to settle down with. So
Yeah.
I'm just that's just me. I just think women manipulate more than men though, because they have the opportunity to manipulate more because women come to men. I mean, men come to women, so they have the opportunity to finesse more guys because women don't usually go to men. It's very rare that a dude has to get his shit together, and even some of the most above average men take a bunch of L's.
Right.
There's this classic saying that says, "Men fuck who they can, women fuck who they want."
Yeah.
Just how it is.
Yeah, facts.
All right. Well, that's the first question. Now, or the first topic. We spent a good amount of time on that too, so that's good. We killed it. All right. So the second topic is one that actually you brought up to me, right? And you said it was on interracial dating. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and lead that one.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
my uncle, growing up, I didn't have a problem dating the black guys or the mixed guys, and my best friend, shout out to Bria, love her. She's black, and so it was never a thing for me. I never saw color, I guess. But my uncle, he always did. He always had a problem with the interracial dating. He was like, he was like, he was like, I just don't believe in mixing. White should stay with whites, black should stay with blacks.
Mm.
And here's my thing. His daughter, his perfect angel daughter, grew up, and now she is with a black man. And when they started dating, his big thing was black people and white people come from different cultures. And so I just I found that hard to believe because me and Bria, growing up, I felt like we lived pretty similar lives. It may be a little different, but not to the point to where you noticed much. And just to say, finally he accepts his daughter's boyfriend, and we are so happy to have Braylon a part of our family. And I think that's just, I guess my big thing was, do you guys think that we as white people grew up differently in the homes with white parents than you guys did with black parents?
No, not at all. We all grew up the same. I mean, everybody the same, just the skin color, and then like me, that's that's not something you born with. That's taught.
Right.
Hate is taught. It ain't you ain't born with hate.
Right.
Like, you ain't born with no emotions or nothing like that. Not like that at that time. But me, I don't see no problem with dating someone white, date someone black, mixed, Mexican, Chinese, whatever,
Right.
Blackanese, Japanese, jalapeno, jalapenos, and all them.
Jalapeno.
What even is that?
Yeah, well, and crap. But I don't know. I like me a good old white girl and whatnot.
That's all right.
Um. So I'll answer the first part of the question that you
Uh,
asked. You said, do black and white people grow up differently? I would say somewhat.
just depend.
It does depend. I will say though, there's certain things that white kids will not have to experience, and that's just simply because there's overwhelmingly more amount of white people than black people. It's like 72%, I believe, of America is white, and like 17 is like black, and then the other ones fill up the other part.
Crap.
So, uh, I do think we have two totally different cultures. I don't necessarily think that means that we can't mix though.
Right. Right.
Personally, I think that I don't know. I want to say I don't want to say that black people. I would say that black people kind of start the race one or two steps behind generally, and so do Mexicans and I don't know about Asians, but
And crap.
Do you
yeah.
feel like that is because of it? Do you think that's because that's just the way it is, or is that like a matter of choice?
I don't know. I think partially it's a choice, but I also think there are things like like discrimination within jobs,
Right.
and I think that there's a view of black people that people have ingrained in their head
Right.
because of stereotypes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like you'll get followed in a store or but I also think that people perpetuate that stereotype too because I mean we don't have data that backs up us saying you don't need to do us like that. I mean 50% of the homicides are committed by black people. A minority of the people are committing a majority of the crimes of homicides. So, I mean, I think there needs to be self accountability within us, but I still think that there's a major stereotype against black people.
Oh, I agree.
Now,
Yeah.
to answer your second question, this I don't personally don't see a problem with people mixing races. But I also personally don't see a problem in somebody saying they don't want to date somebody outside of their race either.
Right. I
It's a
mean,
preference.
yeah.
And if you don't want to now it's confusing because it's like if you tell me you don't want to date a specific type of black person, like if you don't want to be with a thug or you don't want to be with a black guy that's a nerd or you don't want to be with like
A
a
dreadhead.
dreadhead or something like that.
Yeah.
Not even a dreadhead because
We get profile, bro.
we do. I wouldn't say dreadhead because I think dreadhead is just a hair. I don't think it has any. It's just hair. It doesn't really have anything to do with your personality. Like if you say you don't want to be with a thug because he's out here, he's in the streets and stuff like that.
Slinging. Yeah.
Then I get that. Same thing if I was like I don't want to be with a girl who's country, or I don't want to be with a girl who's.
Loud.
I don't want to be with one of those emo girls, or I don't want to be with a girl that like. I think those are like things that you can I guess. Yeah, I mean, you can discriminate on anything when it comes to dating preference. 'Cause
Yeah.
you like what you like.
Yeah, I'm picky.
But I think if I don't see anything wrong with saying you don't want to be with somebody because of their race. I just think that it's kind of stupid to say that to eliminate the entire race just based off of their black instead of like a group of that race. Like if I said I don't want to be with white people who are KKK people, I would be like, okay. But if I'll eliminate all white women, altogether. I just don't
Right.
see the point in that. But when it comes to preference, I think you can tell people you don't want to be with them for whatever. Like if I don't want to date you because your eyes are fucking blue, then I don't have to. I mean,
Okay.
so I mean, I used to think that it was really racist if you didn't want to date outside of your race, but I don't really. As I've grown, I've been like, it's because like I date outside of my race.
Right.
And if somebody told me like, and I know I have friends that don't date outside of their race, that are black, that don't date white girls,
Right.
but they don't get called racist or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But if a white girl says she doesn't want to date a black guy, she's
Yeah.
immediately hit with, "Well, you're fucking racist. Your parents are racist." And stuff. I'm like, well, maybe she just doesn't like black guys.
She
Right,
don't
yeah.
be no.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I was gonna say.
I mean, it's possible that I think it's possible her parents are probably prejudiced, but I think it also could be possible she just doesn't like black guys.
Well, and
And my thing is, I just don't care. I don't. If you don't want to be with me, then fine. If there's a white girl that I wanted and she told me that she didn't date black guys, I'm just gonna find a white girl that does want black guys. It's just simple.
right. Well, the thing is though, with what you just said, like more than likely her parents are prejudiced. But you said that she may just not want to date black guys. What if, like guys, because y'all don't even know these days because it's such a touchy topic. There's so many people walking among us that are full of hate and you wouldn't even know it. Like, you've got people, like, I seen something on, I think it was Facebook, and it was like the most racist person you will ever meet is a white woman with mixed kids. Why? Because how can you be racist against something that you've created?
Very possible.
I mean, I don't understand it though. It's sad to me.
I was gonna say one of the things that I noticed a long time ago. There was this one girl. I'm not gonna name drop her, but there was this one girl that that I was like texting. I was talking to her on the phone actually, and there was this black guy that she was talking to, and he said he didn't want to fuck with her no more. And the first thing that came out of her mouth was, "Oh, fuck it, I want to be with you anyway, you nigger." And I was like, "What?"
Nigger.
Yeah, with
What's
the with the
that?
hard R. I'm like, well, you date like she only dated black dudes, but the first thing that came out of her mouth when one of them disrespected her.
Yeah.
You nigger. Oh man.
So it's very possible to date black dudes, have mixed children, and still be racist.
And see that
Because
makes no
I'm
sense.
sorry, but racism is a belief that you're better than someone else. So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you hate black people. It just means that you think that you have it in your it is hate. Sorry, because it's discrimination against someone. But if you're treating somebody unfairly because you feel like you're better than them, I don't know. I think that it's still very possible for you to be racist and be with a black guy.
And then at the same time, like the child can't help that.
No.
Right.
They didn't do that.
Actually, it's the one I tell you.
Yeah, it's the woman's fault.
Yeah, because I mean, she
Women-
opened her legs and gave up the mumu. I mean, it's a take two, but I mean, you ain't got to give it up.
No, well, here's the thing. Like I said on the last one, not only did the woman chooses who she has sex with, and the woman alone is the only one that decides if that baby gets born or not. So she had the baby, and then even after the baby was born, she could have adoption if she didn't really want it that bad.
Right.
I mean, it's just personally though, I don't have a problem with people dating other races because me personally, I would date any race of woman. White,
Me
black,
either. And
Okay.
same.
Mexican, Chinese, Asian, even an Indian.
I would rather be with a black man that's gonna treat me well than with a white man that's gonna beat me.
And that's the funny thing too, because I've talked to a couple of white women before, and some of them have told me they didn't date black guys, and I asked this one, and I was like, well, why exactly do you not date them? And she's like, well, the black men that I've been around have been disrespectful. And I was like, well, how many black men have you talked to? She was like 3. And I was like, okay, well, how many white men have disrespected you? She was like,
Right,
all of them. And I
right.
was like, so why do they get the pass?
And that goes back
Black
to the
dudes don't.
culture because like y'all's moms don't allow the disrespect that in white homes
Hell
we
no.
have,
Mm.
and y'all would get smacked. Like your heads would be spent around backwards. Whereas we get away with that, and I don't know why. Mine don't get away with that. No,
Yeah.
we don't do that in my home. But so I can see
Culturally, it's very different. I mean,
right.
the way that you grow up is way different than the way that we grew up. And the way that we grew up is way different from a Mexican, an Asian.
Right.
We all, I mean, it's not ludicrous to say that we all have different cultures. That's not really the thing. I think acknowledging that we have different cultures is cool. I don't think that saying that you shouldn't be with somebody because of their culture is always good. Because, I mean, obviously there's some cultures where they believe that Christians should be beheaded. I don't really think that you want to date somebody like that if you're a Christian.
Right. No, absolutely not.
But, I mean, like, I think just because they're different doesn't necessarily mean, I don't think that personally, I don't think, and this isn't like a fact, this is just my opinion. I don't think that God created all of these different races just for you to stick with your own.
Right.
Or to hate one
Right,
other
right.
race.
Or to think you're
Right.
better. But, like I was saying, like I also would say, it's going to be hate regardless. Even if like all the black people move to one half of the United States and all the white people move to another half, all the black people would hate all the black people that made the most money would hate the ones at the bottom that made no money. And same
Right.
thing vice versa. There's always going to be like a hierarchy where some people feel like they're better than others because of certain things. So you
Right.
just have to accept it, I would say. And I learned it a long time ago. You don't want to be with me, fuck you. Nah, just find somebody. Because I probably don't want to be with you. I probably just wanted the pussy anyway.
Right.
Yeah, let me get a little nibble.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move on. Oh, that was the second topic. So I guess we're going to move on to the last topic. So on these, I'm just going to ask you guys a bunch of rapid fire questions. This is going to be really quick questions. I'm going to ask you. Some of these were for men. I'm looking over now and I'm like, you're probably not going to.
It's okay. I got you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll ask and then maybe we can explain because we still got some time left. Okay, so dream car. What's your dream car?
Oh,
Either one, it doesn't matter.
I don't know, man. I love my Ford Fusion, and I know that's such a basic.
If that's what that's your dream car.
That's just a woman car and crap.
I have a Ford Fusion right outside.
I love mine. It's my second one.
What happened to the first one?
Oh,
You
I
get a
fell-
deer. I feel like that's
No.
always a
Oh
No, I
man,
fell
let's hear
asleep
this.
driving.
Oh, that's what
fell
the hell.
asleep
Yeah, I
driving.
broke
Drunk.
my back.
Was you drunk?
No.
Fell asleep driving.
Yes.
What was you doing? Oh, and let's see.
It's
Look
stupid.
at what was you? What was you doing?
I was just driving. Jaylon, listen. Just going down the
Yeah.
road and fell asleep.
Yeah,
We don't got to get into details
you
about
Okay.
got
what I
something on your
was.
mental.
All right. What's your dream car, Jaylon?
Give me a black SS Chevelle, 69.
Okay. Well, mine is a Lamborghini Aventador. That's my dream car.
You know they want something expensive.
Well, I would consider a dream car something I'd probably never be able to get. So
Well,
that's
I mean,
that's just me. I mean, that's not everybody's definition, but that's my definition. Like,
that was a man question.
No,
Not
not
really.
really.
not really.
No, but
Let me ask another simple question then.
Mhm.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Shit, just like my women, vanilla.
Ha!
butter pecan.
Ugh.
Gross.
Okay, first of all, you do your vanilla.
I mean, that's
Cookies and cream is my favorite.
I'm right there with you. Too.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
with you when
cookies
you will.
Okay, favorite fast food restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just hard. I mean, we got a lot, but it's really hard to go against Mickey D's.
Yeah, they
It's
do got
gonna
some
be- it's
bomb
gonna be-
chicken nuggets.
Gonna be logical. Sweet tea.
Chick-fil-A.
Hell no.
Oh no, y'all didn't just come on
no.
here and be blasphemous toward the Lord and Savior's favorite restaurant.
I
Oh no. Okay. Okay, what's an overrated fast food restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. Arby's.
What?
Okay, first off, Arby's is not overrated. It's absolutely trash.
It
Yeah,
is,
that's what
yeah.
I'm just
It's
saying.
not even over. If anybody says that Arby's is good, then they tripping.
We got the meats.
Yeah. No. Uh, overrated for me, Zaxby's.
Watch
No.
Come on now.
Zaxby's is completely overrated.
You must have not tried their sweet and sour wings.
I don't want to try shit.
No.
You bull jabbing.
No, they are garbage. I don't like Zaxby's at all.
Yeah,
They
man.
Oh my
expensive.
gosh.
What? Chick-fil-A had them little bit ass chicken.
Right.
Them
You
little
paid
chicken,
$15 for
them little
them.
chicken niblets.
Stop the cap.
Them little chicken
No.
niblets and shit for
And they
damn
fired.
$8.
They fired. They fired. Chick-fil-A is what makes Zaxby's overrated for sure.
Never.
It's like you go to Zaxby's, like Zaxby's was cool here for a while. I didn't like it. but
They
I'm saying-
still on.
Well, it's right across the street from its superior.
Well, you want to know something? Zaxby's will feed you on Sundays when Chick-fil-A will not.
No cap.
Okay, we're Christians, right?
Amen.
Chick-fil-A go to church.
Praise the Lord.
They go to church.
Well, don't you want to eat after church?
Yeah,
Chicken.
you go to
Zaxby's.
dinner bell. You don't know
At
Zaxby's.
dinner bed, they
Right.
don't be open all the
You go
time.
to
No,
dinner
they
bell. You go to
don't.
Cracker Barrel. You go to
Yeah, okay.
Waffle House. Something. You don't go to no damn Zaxby's.
I will say this about Waffle House, and everybody y'all know I ain't lying. If the workers in there don't got no teeth, your food finna be fucking fire.
Facts.
If everybody in there that's working got teeth,
Leave.
you might well not even order nothing to get you something to drink.
if I walk into a Waffle House and my shoes don't stick to the grease on the floor, then it's not really good. I want to come in and my worker be on and the people that work there be on a smoke break.
Right.
If I come in and I'm not swatting flies out the air, I know it's not gonna be good.
That's exactly
This
it.
one dude that worked there had a felony one time. He got out of jail recently. That motherfucker made some of the best fucking. I want to say it was like this chicken or not chicken. This like sausage toaster that I got. They make the best. Anyway. Oh, this is a question that's very telling. How do you eat your steak?
Medium rare.
How you eat your steak?
Well, I don't really find steak appealing to eat, but if I had,
Oh, no.
watch out.
No.
But if I had to, we definitely going well done. I don't want no red meat.
He
It,
cheating
it can be
on
listen though. It can be well done and still be juicy. You just gotta know how to fucking cook.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, like, I used to eat mine well done, and then
I can't do the red
but see,
EBGB.
but I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I used to do well done, and then I got medium rare, and I can't go back.
And you might well eat the motherfucker out the pack.
Bruh, no, you don't even
No.
understand. I don't know what made me try it that day.
Somebody,
Right.
I'm just be red white. Somebody white.
That's got to be racist. There's no way.
It wasn't
that's
even that.
racist.
It's not.
No, so it's really listen. It's a little bit of a stereotype, but I think it's one that has a lot of like. I always think that white people eat boneless wings over bone in.
No.
That's usually like the consensus that I get.
Shit, boneless.
No.
come
I
on,
like
what is
bone
going on?
in.
I mean, I can
What
do.
is
I
going
can do both. But I mean, if I did both, you got to give me the drum.
Okay,
Yeah, I like drums too. I don't like
Me
flats.
neither.
And some people
eat 'em
just love
both.
flats.
Damn, flats be more fat than anything.
They do.
so yeah, okay. So what's your favorite breakfast food? I got a lot. There's a lot of good breakfast foods. I don't know if I can say one, but there's a lot of
I
good ones.
don't- Okay, as in like what you mean? Like,
Like, if you're gonna eat breakfast in the morning, what is like the go-to
Cereal.
hell no.
over bacon?
Yeah, I'm
Over
sorry.
Biscuits over
Man,
eggs,
give me some
sausage.
sausage, bacon, egg, biscuits,
Because in-
rice,
One of them over all of them. But
rice with some butter and sugar.
cereal is
Don't
not
do that.
even good at breakfast time.
Grits.
Gross.
with butter
What?
and sugar.
No.
Gross.
Salt
Butter-
and butter.
Salt and hell, I don't want no tangy ass grits.
I don't want any. I'm throwing the box away. They look awful.
They're so good.
Yeah,
No, and
what they say, instant grits.
cereal is first to go on your first point. Cereal is good at like 2
Any
in the
time of
morning.
the
What,
day.
all right, so what's y'all favorite cereal?
Cookie Crisp.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Hell no.
What is going on?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, that's a
Without
good
milk.
one. That's a good one though.
Without milk?
Without milk. With milk, they get soggy.
They
like,
do.
Nah,
They do. But you
Yeah.
gotta
That's
feel
fruity.
bad.
That's Fruity Pebbles. You got to
That-
eat them,
that's
so
why
you
I-
pour them.
I don't like Fruity Pebbles either.
They
I
fine.
do
Them
like
some
Fruity
bitches
Pebbles.
fine
Oh,
now.
I do
Fruit
like
Loops.
Yeah, with the marshmallows.
What you said, Lucky Charms?
Hell no, yeah, off-brand.
Marshmallows with what?
No, he said that. He
Marshmallows
I-
with what? You said marshmallows.
Fruit Loops
With
with,
the fruit,
marshmallows.
What?
You ain't
I
seen
had never
it?
heard of that.
No,
Shit.
I'm with the Fruity Pebbles still. Like
Fruity
I'm,
That's
Pebbles.
soggy.
Fruity Pebbles are. Yeah.
you can
Fine.
suck
No,
the milk
you
out
don't
of them and
supposed
you
to
get
suck,
the
though.
flavor.
you don't eat soggy
You don't
cereal.
supposed to suck on cereal.
I know.
I
but
want my
it's so
cereal to
good.
be like the Cookie Crisp. There's only a couple of.
You gonna break your teeth when you eat
Listen,
yours.
that's cool. But the roof of my mouth will be fucked up. But it's okay. I need Cookie Crisp, Fruit Loops. I can eat shit.
Apple
Pops.
Jacks.
Pops? I don't know.
Ah, fuck it.
I don't know about Pops.
I like Pops.
All right.
Now, I can't.
Cocoa Puffs I can eat.
I
Captain
can't.
Crunch I can eat.
Just the peanut butter kind.
The peanut butter kind. Oh, listen, peanut butter all together.
Ew.
One of the worst condiments I've ever had.
I
Y'all got to
promise
be
you.
shit. Y'all got to be shitting me.
Peanut
No.
butter is easily the worst one of the not the worst.
It'll fill you up, but you have to shit a log after that.
I'm cool with shit. I listen. I don't mind shit. Actually, I feel at home. I spend most of my day on the toilet, but I'm just gonna be on
Damn,
peanut butter.
Asshole blew up.
Man, all right.
Uh,
Pause. But no, I don't even know how we got there. My favorite breakfast food is probably I don't know actually. I'd probably say like eggs, a good omelet,
I do like eggs.
really
Yeah.
scrambled for sure.
Yes.
Give me some sausage.
Sausage.
Sausage ain't bad. Pause. Just move on. Okay. Favorite holiday.
Halloween.
Same.
Yeah, that's my birth month. So
Halloween is my favorite holiday too.
It's just so
Christmas
much.
is a close second, but Halloween for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Dream job. Sorry.
well, I can't do what I want to do. My dream job is being the NBA head, but I'm sitting right here looking at y'all, so I know I ain't there.
Mine is to be a psychologist, but before I die, I will be. I will have my doctorates in that.
You know, it's funny. I actually am about 3 weeks away from getting my master's in
Oh,
psychology.
hey, check him out.
Yeah. 3 weeks away.
I'm going to him.
Also, though, my dream job is probably just to be like I just want to be like a famous like YouTuber.
I just need to be a little rich. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a famous YouTuber. Like playing video games for a living is something and making videos and content is something I've always just wanted to do.
I really need to do something with comedy.
I want to help
I'm
people's
funny.
mental.
Okay, what's your least? This is one for the men. What's your least favorite sport? You can answer it if you want to. I'll answer. Golf.
Baseball.
Baseball is boring, but not all the time.
Least favorite sport.
Yeah.
Damn. Soccer.
Tennis.
Really?
That shit boring.
Soccer?
Soccer ain't, man, it just take too fucking long.
I don't really know the rules enough, but I know that like when I be watching like FIFA, like sometimes the World Cup will be on TV and it be lit. I've always wanted to go to one of them games. I don't know if I even know what would be going on, but you know, okay. So biggest fear.
Heights.
I'm scared of heights too, but mine would be being on like a sporting event or something and falling, tripping and busting my in front of a whole large group of people. That's probably the most embarrassing thing that could happen to me.
My biggest fear.
Terrifying. I am scared of heights too, though,
I'm scared of heights.
and the ocean. Everything about the ocean.
There
is
you
terrifying.
go.
Everything about the ocean is terrifying.
No. I love the ocean. Anyways, I'm terrified of the heights. too, but my biggest fear, y'all, is bugs. The ones that fly really get
I
me.
don't like bugs either,
I'm scared.
especially
of
the
them.
ones who legs do this shit.
Yeah. Don't.
I don't like them.
I'll move.
I was gonna say like I don't know if any of if y'all been on my Snapchat, but every time a wasp, oh yeah, I don't like them either. Every time like a wasp or like a bee or something flies in my house or something, like it's over with. I remember there was a spider in my room and I tried to kill it and I missed and I lost it. And at the time I was living with my mom and my brother, and I went to my brother's room and slept in there for like 2 days till I knew that the coast was clear because that one spider was in my room. It's a big motherfucker too. Also, the ocean is terrifying. It's really terrifying.
Only because you can't see it.
Deep sea.
No, because it's like there's monsters in there, like actual monsters.
We are monsters to the ocean.
But I mean,
No, we are
You got
polluted.
you got the
They're
damn Blue Lagoon down there and whatnot.
There's like a whole bunch of stories about people going into certain parts of the ocean and never being seen again.
Well, yeah.
You know, you can drown, and then it's just people getting
Boat fucker,
killed by like by tides and stuff like that. Not to mention, I haven't even talked about the fucking animals in the fish and shit in the ocean.
And only a certain
sharks
percent has been explored.
Exactly. Like, you know, if you put the Eiffel Tower in the ocean, there's still like 18 Eiffel Towers worth of ocean that hasn't been discovered yet. That is terrifying to think
Probably
about.
more.
Probably a whole civilization of people underwater. Okay, anyway, now I'm going to go to the either or questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the first one is going to also be very telling. Apple juice or orange juice?
Orange juice.
It just depends on what kind of orange juice. I mean, you got.
Let's say the
you gotta
best
give me
version of
a
apple juice and the best version of orange juice.
Sunny D. Yeah, I'm going orange juice.
Okay.
I do apple juice now. I do the apple juice.
I like apple juice too.
I do apple juice now.
Okay, I actually lied. For some reason, I mixed these up.
See what I'm saying? How you do it?
Favorite fruit?
Ooh, shit.
Strawberry.
Gross.
What?
the hell?
Them hard pebble rocks.
Man.
They are so just
Listen.
moist.
Gross.
Per-
I can't do
Purple grapes.
Those are good.
the best kind of grape.
Or I mean, if we just gonna probably an apple.
Oh no. That is probably the most
No,
missionary position as fruit. It's so basic.
I prefer orange though.
I like oranges.
I like orange.
Specifically like the mandarin oranges, the small ones,
The halos.
halos and the cuties and stuff.
Without the seeds and shit.
Yes. But for me, it's the most stereotypical answer a black man can give on fruit, and it's a watermelon.
Oh, I love watermelon
yeah.
now.
Watermelon.
Okay,
What?
all right, I got
Yeah.
why do y'all? Well, I ain't gonna say why.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I already opened the box.
Why does white people consider like fried chicken, watermelon, and like grape Kool-Aid a first thing for a black person?
Well, see, that goes back to your typical stereotyping right there because I'm white and my favorite food is going to be fried chicken.
See,
I love me some watermelon and I will drink grape Kool-Aid till my lips are
Gross.
purple. What?
Yeah.
No, I love
grape,
it.
Grape Kool-Aid,
It's
new
fire.
grape,
Grape, the
What?
fruit
Grape
punch.
soda. Fanta grape, all of it. Nasty.
I need to hit one of
No.
them buttons on your ass.
Hey.
Stop the cap.
Hey, yeah, I need where they goddamn button.
Stop the cap.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Fanta grape, bathing ape. Let me see you skate.
Oh shit!
Lakers in 4.
What?
It's,
Okay, yeah.
It's
make sure.
It's disgusting. I don't
Watch
like
out.
it. It's the worst. Well,
Strawberry Kool-Aid is the best.
It is.
well, you get the fruit punch and mix it with the red pack and the blue pack.
Oh, see, hell.
It makes purple.
No, I was
on it.
not a good purple. And it's different.
Dirty.
It's not grape though. Like black cherry is probably what it would make, and black cherry is fire.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
But
I tell you,
grape, nah.
nah, now if we talking about just nasty Kool-Aid, it's probably gonna be it fucking orange.
Yeah, I don't like
What?
the orange, but I like the green now. The green one's good. The lemon lime.
Hell no.
What?
I don't think I've. First off, I don't think I've ever tasted any green drink that was good, except for maybe Mountain Dew.
No, lemon lime Kool-Aid is so good.
Chill out.
Lemon lime Kool-Aid.
It's like
I've never had it.
sweet. It's
I
so
neither.
good. You
I
see?
would just look at the pack and be like,
You should try it. It's
No.
so good.
And the orange, fire.
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
I mean, that's the last damn thing I'm gonna drink. It just have to
Right.
be the
No,
last pack of Kool-Aid.
Y'all would drink the orange one over that clear pack.
Oh,
That
well.
white
Nope.
pack.
I'm taking the white pack.
What? Oh man, you need to
That's
get
a
drug
hard
tested.
one.
There's no way you think that.
That's the fire one.
No.
What about tropical mango?
Oh no, hell no, hell no. Mango.
Man, y'all don't like drinking nothing.
To be fair, I haven't had Kool-Aid in a while, but orange drinks are fire.
Me, no.
Okay. All right, so here's one, and everybody knows mine because I'm very vocal about it, but I'll say it for the podcast. Overrated rapper.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Hold on.
I can name a couple. Well, one for sure.
Let's hear it.
Lido.
Whoa,
What?
Lido.
You need to cut that shit out.
No.
the cap.
Hey,
You said
Star Lido
is the what?
No.
is the. I ain't gonna say the most overrated, but
You
he's
said
way
over. You mean under?
No, people around there act like there are people that I've talked to that tell me that he is the GOAT, and I'm like, no, like,
No, he ain't the GOAT, but he
how
definitely
people talk about it.
underrated.
well, no, well, see, here's my thing. If I would say, if you're gonna compare him to like, if you're gonna say like he's underrated in like, if there was a top 100 and he was like 101 instead of 100, then he's underrated. But he's not like. I was talking to people and they got him. I've heard people say that they thought he was better than Tupac. They thought he was better
Never.
than
No,
Biggie.
Lido just be spitting some real shit. He just spit
Man.
about his life.
Listen, I'm not saying dude can't rap, but the people around here make me not like him. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm probably gonna get hate for saying this too. But the people around here, his fans, are a lot like Young Boy fans.
I was gonna say, Young Boy is a very overrated rapper.
I don't. But see,
Get
the thing is,
fuck out of
here's the
here.
No,
thing.
he
Here's the
is.
thing. Young Boy's not a bad rapper.
He's not.
Starlito's not a bad rapper, and actually they're really great.
Right.
But the problem is that people talk about them like they're better than what they
Yeah.
actually are.
Right.
Like, and that's what kills me. You know, that was my beef with LeBron for a long time, but now he's kind of risen up to that level. But those dudes, maybe Young Boy, but Lido has not.
I can't just say no.
No.
Super overrated.
I'm trying to think of somebody else who I feel like is overrated a little bit.
Drake.
No,
Don't
Drake,
you dare.
No, Drake.
We will not.
can't-
We
you
will
can't
not
You can't
take
say
any Drake slander.
I'm
can't.
sorry.
You can't say Drizzy. I don't listen to too much of his shit neither because
No.
he cry too much. But
He does.
But Drake is
not
definitely
overrated.
not overrated.
Drake is exactly where he needs to be. If you don't got him, as far as current, and I don't mean like
If you don't got
bars
him in
can
the top
spit
5,
bars. I'm talking about just as far as a musical artist. If he's not in the top 5, you're just a hater at this point.
I mean, no. I mean, he is up there, but he just. I mean, come
Because
on.
my thing is, if you're saying that he's overrated, if people have him in the top 5 and you're saying he's in the top 5, then that means he's properly rated.
Well.
But if you're saying like he doesn't deserve to be in the top 5, then you're saying he's overrated.
Okay,
But
so we're in like top
certain
5.
songs and shit.
Right,
Like,
yeah, okay.
I can understand if
go
y'all
with
say
you there.
he be in his feelings and stuff, but
He does
he is
bad.
100% not overrated.
Like Nikki
Nah.
said, she'll know if the pussy wetter if he crying and shit.
Listen,
Yeah, probably both had. I mean, I don't know if I've been down there neither doing that.
I just gotta be honest. Like he's I don't think he's overrated. That's Arlito though, 100%.
I can't agree.
It's okay. Nobody agrees with me. Actually, people get mad at me when I say that shit. Like I post it on Facebook all the time when they ask about an overrated rapper, and I immediately say, "Fucking Starlito." I will say somebody else who's starting to get to the point of overrated too, and I fucking love her. But Big Glow,
Yeah,
she getting there. She getting there.
she is, but she's
She getting there, man.
Oh, she's on God.
Man, she's starting to be on the baby type shit where all her shit's starting to sound the same.
Why did she not come to Tupelo?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know a lot about it, but I heard that she went to Atlanta instead,
Well, get the money where it's
I was
at.
gonna say, there's no way in hell I'm coming to Tupelo over Atlanta.
Right.
Fuck y'all. Respectfully, I know that people pay. Now, if I said I was gonna be there, I should be there. But I don't know. I heard she gave a bullshit ass excuse for why she didn't
Something
come.
about the snow. But either way.
What really makes her look bad though is that Moneybag, who's a bigger star than she is. He came.
Right.
They drove that one strip all the way down. But
You didn't come.
I'm gonna tell you who they need to give my girl some respect.
Who's
Got Lotto.
I don't listen to a lot of her.
Man, go listen to some of them
She
freestyles.
is good.
Lotto got she about that.
She
Telling
is.
you.
All right. So I went back to either or. I think on this one. I'm just okay.
Yippity.
All right, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go with
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Cartoon Network.
You gotta think about so much shit that we started with on Nickelodeon.
But I
mean,
Kenan
same
and Kel.
time Cartoon Network
Gotta
too,
compare 'em.
but we had a little bit more.
I would have to say like I'm not talking about like the golden years.
Now you can
Talking
compare
about
compare the shows.
That's what you got to do. Cause like I would say that
All right, well
I
go
would
by
say-
shows then.
I would say Nickelodeon has the best show out of all of them in SpongeBob.
Okay, yeah.
SpongeBob to me is the best show that out of both.
Yeah.
But I think that after SpongeBob, I mean, what you got? Fairly Odd Parents, which is a banger. You got Jimmy Neutron, which is a banger. You got, I don't know, Rocket Power. That was cool.
Right.
You had the late night
Rugrats.
Nickelodeon.
Rugrats was cool. What was on late night Nickelodeon?
You got Cousin Skeeter, Kane and Kel. You got,
Yeah, I was
all
gonna
that
say.
good
I mean, and then
shit.
there was Teen Nick. There was iCarly and Victorious
Amanda
and all that
Show.
shit.
So 101, you got
Yeah.
your boy.
Let's go to Cartoon Network though. Okay, they had Dexter's Laboratory,
Okay.
Ed, and Eddie,
Yes, sir.
Cow and Chicken, the Powerpuff Girls. They had regular show. I don't know if you've watched that. That's one of the best shows.
No, you forgetting one. We forget. Really,
I'm still naming
really forgetting the main one off of there.
What's that?
Oh, ain't nobody fucking with the Looney Tunes.
Let's see. Yeah, and
Looney Tune, baby Looney Tune.
Looney
Then my
Tune?
boy Scooby Doo. Them.
Jetsons.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
Scooby Doo. The Jetsons. There was Amazing World of Gumball. There's Chowder. There was
See, he naming all his favorite ones. That's what
I'm
that
just naming
is.
all of them. I'm telling you, these
It's
are
a
the
hard
bangers.
one to choose.
And then do we count? Do you count like Adult Swim and Toonami? Because if you do, it's over with.
No, that
came on Cartoon Network.
But Adult Swim, that was a whole nother channel.
I
too.
feel well. It's the same channel, but it's a different show. Different show. I'll give you that. But I'm saying Nick at Night was a whole different thing too.
Now,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. Now,
Yeah.
if you do,
And Teen Nick too.
if
and
you
Nick
do
too.
like, say you got pick one show from Nickelodeon, then pick one show from Cartoon Network, then you do it like that right there.
But if you do that, I think that it's still. I'm gonna have to look them up. We're gonna have to look them up. 'Cause this is not gonna work. We're reaching time, but at this point we can go over.
We can do a little, you know.
Well, versus
Investigating.
battle.
Yeah, at least 5 of them.
Okay. Why is there a video? I didn't want to do that. Let me find, cause this ain't. I think we did one of this before.
You know, cause like you said, you pick SpongeBob, man. It's just kind of hard to beat that.
Sure, I think SpongeBob has a good chance against.
So don't even use Sponge. Just use.
But I got to do that for one of the
No, because that's
shows
not
for
fair.
Cartoon
'cause you
Network.
can't-
Yeah, I have to do that for one of the Cartoon Network shows too. Hold on.
Now don't go and find and pick one now that you just think.
I'm gonna do whatever list they pop up on here.
All
If they show, okay,
right.
okay. So the first one, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Oh, these are the Nickelodeon shows. Okay, so, I don't know half. Of
When?
these. Yeah, because I don't know half of them for real.
I see. That's what.
Oh, I forgot about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, that little
Oh
bastard.
man, I forgot about Johnny Bravo.
Thank you very much.
So I see SpongeBob on here. I see Fairly Odd Parents, Cat Dog. I forgot about Cat
Yeah,
Dog.
That was good.
I see Ren and Stimpy.
Mm-hmm.
Rocco's
Angry
Modern
Beavers.
Life. I do see that one. I see I don't even know half of these.
Say right.
But see, but I forgot about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and I did say Powerpuff Girls. This is not a good little comparison. Let me look at another one. Danny Phantom was on Nick. I forgot
Yeah.
about
Danny
Uh,
Phantom.
that. Oh damn! Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
It was on
yes. Come on
Nickelodeon.
now.
That was on.
Talk to me.
I'd say Adventure Time was on Cartoon Network, and then there was Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That was my show.
That
Ben
was a good
10, Camp Lazlo. I don't know what the fuck this one
Fuck
is.
it.
Let me see on the Nick side. I don't know half of these, bro. They ain't gonna hold you. Invader Zim? Is that?
Mhm. Pew, 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 pew. You know him.
I know Invader Zim.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh yeah. Okay. If we're counting Teen Nick, it's also a toss up too because I forgot about Drake and Josh too.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know, bro.
See what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
tough. That's
See?
tough.
Yeah,
But
it
see,
is.
Teen Nick is a whole different thing, and so was Nick at Night. Like they had their own things.
Now it says certain shows on there they don't need to be having on there neither.
I agree, but see, my thing is like, I mean, because George Lopez came on Nick at Night too.
It
Right.
is.
And you,
So,
see,
like,
you know what they talk about.
If I'm gonna count Nick at Night, there's no way I can't count Adult Swim or at least Toonami. But if I count Toonami, then it's over because Dragon Ball Z is on there, Samurai Jack's on there, all that shit is on there, and Dragon Ball Z beat SpongeBob for sure. And if we're doing adult,
Hell no.
if we're doing Adult Swim too, then there's Family Guy, American Dad, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's over. It's over if you count Adult Swim.
No.
I don't know.
That's tough.
That's something we'll have to revisit. How about
For
that?
sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm going back. So I know this one probably just by looking at Android or iPhone.
iPhone.
Droid. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing.
I am.
You know,
I
I
am.
got the phone.
I am an avid iPhone supporter.
Yeah,
Okay.
Team Apple.
I mean, not
for
iPhone.
Sure.
Android supporter, but I have an iPhone, so I.
Apple.
What?
Okay.
Team Apple.
All right. The next one was okay. All right. Xbox or PlayStation.
PS. Come on now.
Let's go. Let's
Sonty.
Honestly,
Sonty.
I don't even play games, but I'm gonna tell you, coming from someone who works at a repair shop, that we see a lot of those. I see more PlayStations than I do Xboxes.
I don't mean nothing.
Damn.
All
The
I'm
only
saying-
Xbox I take is a 360, and that's for certain games.
I'll give you that. Okay, the next one is rap or R&B.
R&B.
No, it just depends on the situation.
Well, yeah.
More
Or the,
so,
mo- or the, it really just depends on the mood.
well,
Yeah.
more so, like more often, are you more likely to put on a rap song, or if you're just gonna get in the car, like on your way home, when you get in the car, are you gonna turn on a rap song first or an R&B song?
Rap.
Rap, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta have me a headbanger.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, TV shows or movies.
movie. Oh, whoa. See, now it really just depends, cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm a little old in the head, so y'all don't judge me now, damn it. But cause see, my favorite TV show right now is Days of Our Lives and crap.
See, it's funny because I don't watch movies, but I don't really watch TV shows anymore. I watch anime, and that's not really a TV show, but it's more along the lines of a TV show than a movie. They have anime movies, and I don't watch those. I just watch the TV show, so I'm TV show for sure.
I really like movies.
Yeah, give
Because
me a good movie.
yeah, that way I can have a storyline and it's not drug out for forever.
Nah, man, don't you like to see like the progression though?
I mean, I do, yes.
And you have to like rush it in a movie, you know?
Mm.
Like they have to make multiple movies for a storyline, you know?
Well, not in the Titanic. They just made it 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's tough.
For no reason.
And that's why I don't like movies because my attention span is just not that.
Right.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Summer.
I don't like being cold. I'm skinny.
I don't like being cold. I like being tan
I personally don't like either one, but I'd rather summer.
on the water.
Okay, this one was also for the men. You probably have no recollection, but it's okay. We'll just ask anyway. MJ or LeBron?
MJ.
Bruh.
It's MJ for me. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
I got 3 shepherds. So if y'all need to breed, y'all hit me up too. Nah, I'm there with it.
It's dogs for me too. Cats are
Yeah,
terrible.
they are.
Okay. Would you rather be under AC or the heater?
What
What's the-
environment are we in?
Let's just say you get in your car. Would you rather the AC? All right. So my question more so is, Would you rather it be really, really hot and the AC hit you, or really, really cold and the heat hit you?
Really, really hot and the AC hit me.
Really cold and the heat hit me.
I'm gonna say
That's just a different feeling. That hits you different.
Well, I do like the sun beaming on me, like burning my skin.
the only reason I'm gonna probably go with the heater is because even when you put the AC on, your back can still sweat.
Oh, okay,
the
yeah.
And this is coming from somebody who drove with no air for a long time, so I understand.
Yeah, we are. A couple of them been there. And shit.
Yeah, we have.
All right, board games or trading card games?
Or who card game?
Trading card games. So it's like
Just like Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit.
something like that,
give
or
me
just tabletop games like something
Monopoly.
Board games.
Shit get real dead in the field with Monopoly.
I'm gonna say board games too. Okay, this is another video games one. Nintendo 64 or PlayStation 2?
64. I don't know. It just depends. Certain games, but
Overall, though, which one would you pick first?
Me, I can't tell you because I don't know. I don't do games.
PlayStation 2 for me.
yeah, the 2 had more games, but the 64 had some damn good ones that you can't get on the PS2.
I would say that those are the two. If I was to like make a list of the best consoles to ever be released, those two would be at the top. And if you told me one was better than the other, I wouldn't argue with you.
I never had a Dreamcast. It's the only game system I
Dreamcast is
didn't
cool.
have.
It was cool, but the controller was just bulky. It was really gross. Maybe you can do this one. Maybe on what you look at. So this one is fat ass
Whoa.
or big titties.
Big titties. Damn. I don't know. I like, big titties. I think titties can be prettier than ass.
Really?
Really?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like me a nice little pair of titties. But
Okay, so
you either gonna have one or the other, both, or neither.
Okay, so here's this. I'm gonna say ass, and I'm gonna say ass for this reason, because I have to think about it this way. The best, like, if some woman had the best looking ass, and like no titties at all, that'd be perfectly fine. But if she had really, really big titties, but like the worst looking ass, it would almost be like unattractive.
See, I don't need no big giant dumbbell titties. I just
No. Yeah,
Pretty perky.
to me that's why I said big, but I mean like there has to be like if they're too big, it's not.
Yeah, give me like a B or C, something like that. I'm good.
I probably say a good C is cool, like good C, like
Damn.
D sometimes, but sometimes they heavy
With a little poke in the back. You ain't got to have much.
But I'm not gonna lie though, bro. Like when you grab an ass and it's like really soft.
No cap.
What did what that nigga say on Friday? That dog grabbed my ass. Man, bro, like I'm telling you, like I don't know, like ass is just it's rare to me. Like you can, it's very rare. And a good ass.
I slap a fat ass now. I will slap one. Great, you just gotta grip it and
see, and that's the thing. Like, not all of them are like that. Like, some of them you grip them, even then they could be fat, but they're not. I don't know. Me, I like a looser one, like one that like
got that jiggle to it.
Man, one that'll like I can cup in my hand.
Motherfucker feel like one of them soft ass pound cakes. And
shit.
They fall apart when you crumble it.
Yeah, but like there's others like they can be fat, but you grab them and they're just hard and like tight. I don't like that. So you can it's hard.
That's them coconut booties.
Yeah, it's hard to have like that perfect fat ass and titties. Like the good thing about titties is that even when they're small, they're gonna be soft regardless. They're gonna feel great, but.
I don't know. I can't do no mosquito bites down.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't want nobody. I slap them in their chest.
That titties look like mine here.
All right.
I ain't got but one anyway, but you know.
That was actually the last question. So and then we actually went over the time a little bit. So that's gonna actually do it. So now this is the part of the show where I just ask for final thoughts. Just like, what'd you think of the show? You've already been through this, but what did you think of the show? And any thoughts on something that's been said on the show that you want to revisit or something like that?
Everything been pretty good and whatnot. Shoot, we definitely can resurface that cartoon stuff.
Man,
for
we
sure.
got to.
The rappers that are overrated or
We
underrated.
can have a whole
can do that.
conversation about why I think Starlito is overrated.
And then we definitely got to go back on some sports and shit too.
Well, yeah, that was actually gonna be one of the topics. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, and then I was gonna talk about that 50 rappers of all time list that Billboard announced the other day. Everybody's been outraged about it, but
If Wayne ain't on there, I don't.
he was. But that was where the outrage was on because he was number 7.
Yeah, it should be a little higher than that.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who was ahead of him.
Oh yeah, you can't forget R.I.P. Dolph and whatnot.
I don't even think he was in the top 50.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying.
But it's. I was trying to think. There were some really notable names that were low, like one that were lower. Like J. Cole was like 15, and I want to say like Ludacris was number 39.
Huh.
Yeah, and Rick Ross was 50.
Huh.
What was it? I'm trying. Okay, so the people that were above him, I think the people that was above Wayne, Eminem was number 5.
Wrong.
Tupac was number 4. Number 3 was Nas. Number 2 was Kendrick.
Man, see, no, they are not better than Wayne.
And
man.
number 1 was Jay-Z. They said Jay-Z is
Nope.
the greatest rapper of all time.
Nope.
This is definitely a conversation that we can revisit. But until then, your final thoughts. I'm sorry.
Well, I just, we need to bring in some more female topics. But other than that, you know what, guys? I've enjoyed it. Y'all were a good time.
You need to bring your female friends. That way you can have you some help.
Hey, I
With
love
Killer too.
the competition.
But all right, y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it. Also too, like I said, watch the video on Rumble so I can get this money. Watch it on Rumble and share it. And if you want to be a guest, again, hit me up on one of the socials. That's gonna be it. Y'all be easy.